What would you do with a moose on the loose? Would you go to a party? Would you sing with him karaoke? Would you race him to a school? Would you stand with him at a wedding? Would you go to his corporate event? I ask you, what are you waiting for? Because he's already loose. Alright, man, we on our way to the wedding. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing packed, stacked, ready to attack. And then we'll be leaving here in about 30 minutes. On our way to Lampasas. So we're out here at the Xfinity X2 in Lampasas, Texas. I'm standing on the dance floor and it's pretty promising. It's out here in the middle of nowhere. Anyways, so we had the wedding today. Who knows what's going to go on the outdoor dance floor, so I don't know what's going to happen here, but it's promising. That's very promising. I'm not going to say much, but it could happen or it could happen. I'm not going to call it, because the last time I had an outdoor wedding, there was a couple people that danced, but we'll figure this out. I'll show you this. Okay, this is the OneOdio, and I'm going to say I got it all taped up pretty. I'll show you this. Button is missing. I don't know what happened. It's just disappeared, vanished without a trace. As long as I keep these two buttons pushed on top and the bottom, I can have solid bass sound. This is what creates the bass sound in the sub, and I don't have to have a sub with it as long as I'm carrying these speakers. Adjusting the volume also helps. These are the Alto TS315s, two-way speakers. Now, let's take attention to what is behind the board. Okay, so now there's my right speaker right over there, and I wanted to pay attention to the box. I built this box especially so that you can actually set this on a table, and you can have proper management with a little bit of facade, and you're good to go. And notice the laptop isn't where it should be because it's too high up there, so I had to adjust everything accordingly. Now this is way high up there. This is like I'm standing there literally, and it's really, really, really high. It's stupidly high, so then that's when I just go on ahead and changed everything that I have. But that mixer really helped. Okay, so there you have it, man. I know that the videos goes all over the place, but I wanted to discuss this and the reason why the video went the way it did, the way you saw me load my car up and then all of a sudden you see me here after you got like a little first dance. It was crazy. And I'm going to go with this a couple reasons why this was crazy and how this set the stage for everything. The first premise on everything is timing. The timeline that was set by her and me was right on time for me, but when I got to the event, I got that DJ intuition. Is what you, I think that's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it the DJ intuition. I can call an event pretty much just by what, and sometimes I can't. Sometimes I can't because you can't see the pre-motive behind everything. But pretty much, the deal was they had the timeline set up so where I was DJing until 11 o'clock. Now the deal is I would be able to pull it off if it was in the middle of the summer. I could probably get a lot more dancers. Now the deal is this is at night, which is really good, but a bad situation. And I'm gonna share that with you. It's not their fault. It's not, and we're not gonna put blame and focus on this couple because this couple's been with me for 3 years. They scheduled me for 2020 of April. Well, we all know what happened in April 2020. So then we pushed the date again. And we pushed the date to April again of 2021 of this year. Same thing happened. This year, though, the couple got COVID-19. So they basically had to get married on Zoom. And it wasn't, they didn't, and I wish they would have, because I would have DJ'd on Zoom for them. It would have been kind of cool. But it would have been my first DJ Zoom. Well, I've done a couple Zooms, but it would have been pretty neat. I've done a couple consultations on Zoom. Speaking of which, so it just depends on the situation. But I've been very flexible and lenient on to make sure that this bride would have everything given to her because of what she went through. So what I did was I took it upon myself. I built a photo booth, and I thought, well, if I build a photo booth, they will come. Well, guess what? I got some, and I'm going to share those photos with you in just a second. I don't know none of these people, but I'm sure the stories they have to tell about Corinne and TonY would fit the bill. So what we're going to do is I'm going to actually send these to the bride to give her kind of like a smile on her face because she went through hell and back. Literally, anybody right now, but to be able to hold on to the DJ, hold on to a date, hold on to an idea, instead of just saying, oh, well, we got married on Zoom, they actually went down and renewed their vows, which was like really awesome because that's what love is. Love is the blossom from one person to another, but sharing that love to other people. And that's what they wanted to do because a lot of people weren't present on the Zoom meeting. And they wanted to give that. And that's one of her premises was she wasn't really focused on going in and doing a long procedural and whatever else, but and this was the challenge. The DJ booth was put in the wrong side of the building, if you ask me. But the premise that she put that dance floor there and why the DJ's there, it kind of makes sense that the chapel's on the opposite side of the event place, but it's beautiful. So they decided to make a I gotta give props to her and her husband. She's the venue lady was really really nice, very very informative, very she dug deep for me too. I did too, but I got something that I was trying to get the bride to explain, but she comes up to me and she goes, "Do you got anything 80s? They love 80s country." And I'm glad she said that. So anyways, that in a nutshell, the open dance went well. I wish I would have got the pictures. There's a couple songs in there that are kind of iffy that I used that I didn't expect what I expected. I expected that this was going to be a bomb song. I put it on there, and man, you talk about people coming out of the woodwork. It's called Fritz Hands On or something like that. Clap On or whatever. I'll get the song for you in a second, but it's by Fritz. It just went crazy. They went crazy glue. Now, there's a couple songs. The only song that they asked me not to play was The Wobble, and I didn't go into that. But I'm going to tell you something. I played the Cha-Cha Slide, the original version, went crazy. I played about 8 to 10 songs. I played more than that, but I just was all over the place. Serato did not help me at all last night, because what happened was they wanted me to play a song from now this is the deal. Why is it showing up there? This is the deal. So you tell me you stopped that stupid shit. I don't know. Anyways, so what ended up happening was I don't know. That okay, so I'm having issues. Okay, so what happens is I got shared with the couple. We talked actually the Friday before. This was my third conversation on the phone with her, and this was to make sure that I said names right, which I loved it because they did something. They took a premise, and when you should have seen her face when I announced her mother from her stepmother. She just like blossomed when I saw that, how she acted. It was just wonderful, because it really touches me to know that she's so like into her family. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I was really like impressed too, because her mama was very accepting. And I just like, what? This family is awesome. Now, I don't know about none of that, but it's just the way different cultures are. And so basically, in a nutshell, this event turned out to be wonderful. I'm sorry I don't have that much footage from the event, but in the event that this would happen, I came up with this idea. Let me see if I can get this thing to share back. Something happened and it threw me off. So now I got to figure out how to get it back on. Bear with me just for a second, though, and we will see if we can get this thing back, because I wanted to share. Okay. I wanted to share with you. These, and hopefully it will be alrighty. There we go. Okay, so let's get into this. I'm going to show this with you. You're going to love this. Now, this is actually what happens when I get these. And I'm going to do more presentations on this. So when you see, okay, here we go. This is the premise. Now, these are videos. They're taken, but they take the videos and they actually allow you to maneuver and manipulate the videos. Like this one right here. As you can see, these are all on disclaimer. So if they see their face on here, they can't say nothing to me because I've written disclaimers saying that I was going to use their faces. I'm really technically going to tell you this, that in a nutshell, you don't see me doing schools. If I do a school, I pan the school and I'm done with it. I don't focus too much on students at the school because, first of all, their parents didn't sign a disclaimer. The school district signed a disclaimer, but I'm not going to focus on the child unless I got permission from the parents. And we all know not even the cops disclose people's children until they get information from their children. But these are the different pictures that I got. So these are like the different things that people. I like their facial features. Their facial features. Their features like, oh my God, I can act silly, you know, and be done with it. But so this is basically, here's my retarded ass. I'm the only one who used the props. Now that's it. And then it's all me and my family. Oh, this is I wanted to share this with you too. So this is my backdrop. I was going to use backdrops yesterday, but as you could see, where the position of this photo booth was actually near a fire pit, which was kind of scary because at first I thought I was gonna like melt here I am with my funky tie and all that other stuff, and it's just so you can get like fun. Here's me goofing off some more, and then my daughter comes in and goofs off with me, and then there's my granddaughter. This is before I paid for the software. So when you use the software at the beginning, you get this strip. But if you pay the $20, they take the strip away. So take the strip away. And here's my son. There's my helper. There's Robert. I'm being funny. Okay, so this is basically, you know, and then there's me some more. Here's my, we're not going to get into that. I'm not going to show these pictures, but I'm going to show you just a taste. There's my wife. This is the Mrs. Moose. How she feels. Anyway, all right. So, anyways, that's it in a nutshell. Okay, guys. So that in a nutshell, man. That in a nutshell. Okay, so as y'all know, thank you for subscribing to my channel. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel.
Hey, look, a new subscriber.
Go ahead and do me a big favor and smash that bell. Hit the bell. Ring the bell. Ring that bell for more notifications and videos like this and countless others, because I got a lot of tutorials coming up. This will be one of 3 videos today, so be on the lookout for all 3 videos. The other 2. And then go ahead and hit that like button. Smash that like button, and peace out.